Oh, hi! I was just holding my breath until the camera went on, and now the camera's on. Hi.
Yeah.
Although, so that we just had a great week. We had an excellent week, thanks to Jazz because she books the guests, and all I have to do is get out of their way, and they were great. So we're going to do the whole thing over since it was such a great success this week. We're going to do the whole thing over next week. Jazz has booked more great guests, and let's see. I had to write it up. My own kind
There's
of really
so
bad
many.
handwriting.
So many people.
Betsy Stone, local artist and now curator here in Northampton, but she's got a show of Northampton artists in Pittsfield.
It's in conjunction with the APE Gallery.
The APE Gallery, it's called Range.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll talk to her about that program and the artists that'll be presenting there, and why it is that she feels inspired to show the people of Berkshire County what it's like, what the people are like here in Hampshire County.
Mm-hmm.
At least our artists. In any event, so we'll talk with her, and then of course it's time to check in now that we've moved into fall and find out what it is that God's little creatures are doing as they prepare for the autumn. And no one better to talk to about that than Steve Sauter, the man who feeds carrion in his backyard. But he's our nature expert. He has a column in the Daily Hampshire Gazette called "Look Out, Look Out," and I think not Outlook, it's Look Out, and he's he's also the head of the.
He does the educational thingy over at that museum thingy at Amherst College.
Thanks, I couldn't have put it better. Man eminently qualified and a man of eminent patience. Eminent.
His patience going to kick in any minute now.
That's just Monday. We're only up to Monday. Tuesday,
Jeez.
Jonathan Stevens from Hungry Ghost Bakery. Remember, Jonathan Stevens is the man who's going to play Johnny Appleseed for wheat growing here in this region.
Johnny Wheatseed.
Johnny Wheatseed. Wheatberry. But he's a baker, and he's got more than a bakery. He's got an ethic, and he's going to talk about some of the events associated with making bread, the one of the the basic building blocks of food source for us. So Jonathan will join us. We'll also be talking with Bob Flaherty. Bob Flaherty is he's now becoming like kind of a superstar for the Daily Hampshire Gazette.
Yeah.
He's writing regular columns.
Johnny Writer Seed.
Jazz on top of everything. But Johnny Writer Seed, Bob Flaherty. Last time we made a horrible pun about Bob Flaherty too, and I can't remember what it was, but Bob's Big Beef, was that it? Anyway,
Yes.
Bob he's really making a name for himself for his human interest columns for the Daily Hampshire Gazette. Yeah, we'll find out more about that. Wednesday, local or formerly local musician and author Peter Nelson will come and talk about his book about a black regiment that fought during the First World War. Thursday, Phil Corman from CISA will be bringing along John Kakowski, a man who actually, I think, qualifies as the essence of what CISA is, community involved in sustaining local agriculture. I threw in the L. But he's the guy who reestablished Maple Line Farms, the dairy farm that actually delivers milk to your house. It makes sense. It's not just nostalgic. It makes sense. Then on Friday, actor David Garrison from Married with Children is going around doing a one-man show as Red Barber, the iconic sports broadcaster and sports commentator who died several years ago, but a man of wit and humor and charm. And David Garrison is doing that show, and he's going to come in both persons, I assume.
Yikes.
Well, I talk with Red Barber now. And then a dear friend and humorist, Jennifer Mishkowski, will come. We haven't talked with Jennifer in about a year, and she's a blast. And her comedy stylings will be touching us here in the Valley, along with a number of other people. I think that she's going to talk about a program that she's got. So it's great to talk with Jennifer. Just shows up to say, hey, that's a week. It's all packed up, and I don't know where we're. Oh, actually, also coming up during the week, and I didn't even write this down. I think Tyler Boudreau
No, that's next week. That's the week
The
after.
week after, we already got a week after booked up.
It's going.
I'll
It's going
pre-sell that.
crazy.
Tyler Boudreau on a big long bike trip, and well, actually, I'll pre-sell it with this tease. We're going clashing cross-country bike trips. We'll explain that next week. Anyway, this is way too long, so apologies, but there was too much to talk about. It's Jazz's fault if you want to blame someone. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.